Today, I'm going to show you how I use the new Perfect Plus highlight feature in Beatstar to score diamond perfects. Hey all you Beatstars, I hope you are having a great day, and I know I am because it's September 2022, which means that version 23 of Beatstar has gone live, including the much anticipated perfect judgment color changes to the game. And today I'm going to show you how I leverage the feature to really diagnose my beat map play to maximize my chances of getting a diamond perfect. And stick around to the end because I'm also going to show you how the feature is valuable in helping calibrate sync on your device. Let's get started. First things first, we actually have to turn this feature on by going into the settings menu and hitting the toggle switch for Perfect Plus highlight here. As a sidebar, if you found it annoying when that whole auto easy cue thing would switch you to a new song after you got done playing the song you're currently trying to work on, you can turn that off by hitting this switch here. Nice of them to add that quality of life feature too. For this tutorial, I'm going to be doing gameplay and analysis of the extreme song Clash of Clans theme. Now you can see as I'm intentionally messing up notes in this demonstration run, we can see that Perfect Plus are still green, but now Perfects become yellow, and Greats will flash red. Now if you're a player who's looking to play a little more competitively and level up that Diamond Perfect collection, I highly recommend that you turn this feature on because it brings two massive quality of life upgrades for the competitive player. The first thing it does is completely eliminates the need to glance up at the scoreboard to see if at the end of a section or during a break in the beat map you're missing any points, thereby indicating you've messed up a note. And the other thing it does is completely eliminates the need to look up at the words perfect or perfect plus while you play. The player is supplied with immediate feedback in real time during the section where they're messing up a note. And while it's great to know where you messed up, it's not necessarily the best at telling you how you messed up in terms of being early or late and how to correct it. And so to help with that, here's the strategy that I use. I highly recommend that when you're grinding for diamond perfects at this level, you screen record your gameplay. When you do this with the Perfect Plus highlight feature enabled, it makes it super fast to scroll through your footage and find the spots where you messed up and go frame by frame to help you diagnose if you have a chronic early or late issue in a certain section. So I play Beatstar on an iPhone, and all iPhones have a native built-in screen recorder that you can access in your settings and have it added to your drop-down menu like you see for me here. For Android devices, some devices do have screen recorders, and there's also third-party apps that you can go download to accomplish the same thing. I'm not going to waste any time getting into that here. There are plenty of videos online that help you understand how you can screen record from your device. Now with the screen recorder enabled first, I'm going to start another trial run. And we can see that when I get to these quick little bursts of 16th notes, a very challenging mechanic in this song, I get that flash of yellow indicating I made a mistake. But I don't really know what it was. And now I could just stop the run here knowing I made a mistake and try my best to do it again. A better answer is to go review this footage and understand which of the 3/16 notes am I missing, and am I always early or always late so that future attempts have a better chance of success. And here is what that process looks like. I hit play on my footage and scroll ahead until I find my first yellow mistake. Once I get there, I go backwards and slowly advance through the footage to determine where the note was struck relative to the center Perfect Plus judgment line where it's meant to be played. If the center line of the note falls below the Perfect Plus judgment line when it disappears, it means the note was played too late. Conversely, if the center line of the note is above the Perfect Plus line when it disappears, the note is played too early and is rushed. So for this example, we can see that I started my burst of 16th notes too late, and I should take that knowledge with me into my next run to make sure I don't lag when I start my bursts. Moving forward in the footage, we can see another mistake I make when I do the same burst pattern, but this time with doubles instead of singles. Analyzing this footage tells me that I got the rhythm right this time, but I missed one of the 2 notes in the last double tap of the pattern. And why this is interesting information is because I'm right hand dominant. So when I see the left thumb go late in this double tap, it tells me that I really need to focus on striking both fingers simultaneously. Getting this level of insight into your tendencies as a Beatstar player through analysis of your screen recorded footage is how you will become a much, much better player. Now, at the beginning of the video, I said that I would also show how this feature is valuable to helping dial in sync on your device. Bro, what? Yeah, I know it's not the sync audio screen, but trust me when I say that the Perfect Plus highlight is a valuable tool in your calibration toolbox. I say that because another method in which you can determine the sync on your device is by playing with your ears and not with your eyes.
Whoa, what do you mean?
Yep, I know. We have to watch the screen to play the game. That's not what I'm talking about. What I mean is, when I play Beatstar, I am listening to the music first, and often I know what the rhythm or pattern is supposed to be because I have familiarity with the song I'm playing. For the Clash of Clans song, I know because I've played it long enough that a main motif of the song is dut 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 dut. In other words, I don't need to be staring at my phone to know that's what it's supposed to sound like. Okay, so what do you do with this information? Well, pick a song like that you know really well and screen record your gameplay. And while you're playing, do your best to listen and play what you know it's supposed to sound like, and don't watch what the tiles are doing on the screen. And if it helps, you can even close your eyes because you're only looking to play a certain amount of the song to get some data. Okay, so what do I do with this? Well, I go back and review the footage just like we've gone over before, but now I'm looking for consistent patterns in the notes being above or below the line routinely. And in this example, we can see that every one of the perfect yellow notes falls below the line. And this is a clear indication that my sync value in the game is too high. In other words, there's too much delay in the beat map that's pushing the notes below that Perfect Plus threshold where I know they should fall. To fix this, I would reduce my sync by 10 milliseconds to a smaller number than it currently is. I would then repeat this recording process and look at the footage again. And if I found in the next review of recorded footage I'm still getting notes below the Perfect Plus line, I would continue to reduce my sync until I get it dialed in just right by playing with my ears and not with my eyes. And for illustration, the opposite would be true if my sync value were too low. If the notes are chronically above the Perfect Plus line, I'm not delaying them long enough so that the audio can match with the video. To fix this condition, I would add 10 milliseconds to my sync value, making it a bigger number than it currently is. From there, it's rinse and repeat until I no longer consistently see yellow perfects above that line. And that's going to do it for today's tutorial. As always, if you found this content helpful, I invite you to subscribe to my YouTube channel so that you don't miss out on my next tutorial or entertainment video that I drop. I've already done Diamond Perfect content of spinning myself right round and walking 500 miles with my fingers. Who knows? I might do Sandstorm in a sandstorm, or gimme chocolate while eating chocolate. There's only one way to find out, and that's on the channel. Thanks for watching. We'll see you next time.